Okay, so I heard something on TV and it got my brain thinking. And they asked for someone's John Hancock, and the guy said, "You don't need to say that, just say your signature." And I started thinking about it, and I was like, well, yeah, probably because people don't know who John Hancock is anymore, sadly. But made me start thinking, and it made me think of two different things. Both while I worked at the family video stores when they were still open, and this is, gosh, the first story, this is about 10 years ago, at least, easily. Um, and a kid won, he had a gumball, so he gets a free movie. And I was pretty sure it wasn't that kid, and I was actually supposed to be watching out for this one. So I'm kind of feeling out the situation, and I said, well, can I get your date of birth? And he got really upset, like genuinely upset. They didn't give me one of those at school yet. Okay. After a couple comments back and forth like this, I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, just give me your signature right here. What? Sign your name. They didn't give me one of those either. Okay. How about you just write your name? Just you spell it this way, let me help you with that. At that point, I wanted sweet little kid to just go at that point. I lost a lot of a lot of beliefs in things at that point when it came to some of what kids are learning. And then another time I worked there, I used to watch a lot of horror movies, and someone asked me about a particular film. I can't remember what it is now, but I remember the production company was one owned by Slash. And I said, well, you should give it a try. And I liked it. And I remember telling them, well, this is who, he owned the production company. And, it was fine. And he went about his business. And one of the girls I was working with, she was a younger girl. And this was a little bit older, so maybe about 15 years ago. And I love her to death. Sweetest girl. She said, well, who's Slash? And I said, okay, well, I'll go for her parents' age, maybe. And I said, well, your parents ever listened to Guns N' Roses? And who's that? So one of the guys that I worked with decided to take a moment. And he said, oh, I've got a band you should check out. It's a really great band. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking about 15 years ago. We're still in the 2000s. And he tells her about this really great band. Their name is Nirvana, and Kurt Cobain is their lead singer, and he should really she should really check them out. They're really going places. You'll just never believe it. And I remember she came back, and she said, I listened to it, and oh, they're great. And did you know he died? Okay, so I think actually that one we had to take a week or so to tell her, because she was very into it, but she had never heard of it, and it scared me that range right there, that someone had been growing up, and even in those are two completely different, areas of music, and it just surprised me, and I just thought all of our generations, we're all different, we're all weird, we're all, in our zone, but I just remember the first one, he needs help. I don't know what else to say. I hope he's out in the world doing well. And the second one, I guess that a lot of times we don't realize what a lot of other people have seen and heard. And but if you really like someone, just tell somebody else the name of it. Let them go and experience it, and maybe they'll like it as much as you did. And then that way you're not being that person that we're all laughing about it later, Just be the one that smiles, and hey, there's a reason why you're telling them about it. So I hope for that one, because some of the younger ones I talk to, I get very scared about. And I'm just grateful for the stuff that I've heard about and learned. And I don't necessarily find it as a wow, I can't believe you never heard of that, and laughing at them. I find that stuff is all character building in me, and I always hope that the random stuff that I come up with brings that to other people. So I hope today's made you at least laugh a little, make you realize that at least you should know your date of birth, and at least you should know what your signature is. Especially if you're watching this, you're supposed to be over 18, so you should know how to do those things. So hopefully everybody had a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back again.